Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your January 2019 general reading, the first reading of a beautiful new year. I hope everyone had a safe and blessed holiday season. Thanks for joining us here today. Welcome to anybody new. Thanks for your subscribes, likes, shares, support, comments, your feedback. Thanks to those of you who sent me holiday well wishes. I really appreciate that. And thanks to all of my clients who kept and continue to keep me so busy, both my regular and new clients. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you. If any of you are interested in a personal reading with me and you've never read with me before or forgotten the info, you can click on the description bar of any of the videos I post for more info and contact details, or you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button there. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I can usually get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more info. And scheduling personal readings is pretty good too. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. It is all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with people's schedules. I do a wide variety of readings in all the main areas of life. So there's a few to choose from for those of you interested. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy, and that link is also provided. That's good for quick answers to the quick, easy questions too. All right, let's move right into this. This is for the air sign of Libra for the month of January 2019. Check your rising and moon sign as well for additional clarification if you know them. General readings, as you know, can always resonate a little differently for everybody watching. Okay, Libra, let's see what's in store for you. We have the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands with the Three of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands with the Star, and the Seven of Swords with the Five of Wands. I just dropped this card twice. The first time it came out sideways. I picked it up to straighten it and it fell out of my hand sideways again. So I'm going to leave it there. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Emperor. So your overall energy and advice for the month of January 2019, Libra, which I feel like a lot of you are pretty good with, is the Emperor. The Emperor is the paternal energy of the tarot. He's kind of like the paternal father figure of the tarot deck. He can sometimes represent actual fathers or father figures. So some of you, there might be a focus on your father or a father figure in your life for January 2019. On an energetic level, the Emperor is all about self-control, self-discipline, being accountable, being careful, not being judgmental, considering everything carefully before making any decisions, particularly decisions that affect other people, because the Emperor has an entire empire to run. Every decision he makes affects a lot of people, and he knows this. So he's very compassionate, thoughtful, careful. He does not allow his emotions to rule him or make decisions for him, which is what makes him a good emperor. Self-control, going by the book, making sure that details are adhered to, delegating, all of that stuff. Self-control, accountability, discipline, structured. On his not so great days, he might be a bit domineering or controlling, but in the upright position, very upright, righteous, you know, being truthful and honest and caring about all the people that he's responsible for or that he cares about is very important to him. So overall energy and guidance for the month of January. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. I feel like Libra, this Queen of Cups may represent you or may represent another person. I feel like ultimately this is a relationship reading. Now the nature of that relationship can vary. It might be love and romance, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover. It could be a close friend, family member, even a work colleague. But I feel like the Queen of Cups, I feel like somebody hurt somebody else within this relationship or partnership, whether it was somebody else hurting you or you hurting somebody else or a combination of both of those things. I actually feel like both of you felt hurt. I think both of you felt maybe not heard or not listened to, and both of you felt very abandoned, rejected, or not good enough. and kind of shut out in the cold. And I feel that both of you are kind of coming from this place, regardless of who did what to somebody else. I feel like everything that played out in the aftermath of it has both of you, and I feel like both of you truly care or love each other, but you both have been feeling kind of on the out. And I feel like this Queen of Cups is somebody actually coming in and offering their cup of love and an apology. I feel like there's an apology in here, and it may be that each of you have something to apologize for the other, but I feel like there is an apology on the table, Libra, either coming from you to the other person or vice versa, or a combination of all of those things. And I feel like this other person, for a lot of you, may be a fire sign: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or somebody who's manifesting as the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is fire energy in the upright position. He's usually very assertive, dynamic, a go-getter, you know, very charismatic, probably easy on the eyes. You know, he doesn't rest on his laurels for very long. You know, there's a problem, he figures out the solution and he implements it. If that one doesn't work, he figures out another one and he gets on that. Now, he's clarified by the Three of Wands, which is a card about looking out towards the future of what might be possible down the road. It also speaks of small manifestations towards a larger goal that you're hoping for. It's a card really with sort of an adventure spirit. It's like putting in some of the footwork and looking forward to the future, seeing what your ships are going to be bringing in with the work and the effort that you've put into them. I feel like this King of Wands is the other person in the relationship or partnership, regardless of the nature of what that is. And I'm sorry to have this be so focused on relationships. I try to cover all the bases. It might be in career and work or partnership you have there as well. But, you know, I have to be true to what I'm getting. And I just feel like it's a pretty connective relationship or partnership or close friendship. I feel like this King of Wands has lost his moxie. I feel like he or she is the other one, you know, one of the two people in this card kind of feeling on the outs too. Now, it could be that this person is the one that hurt you or vice versa. But I feel like regardless of that, I feel like both of you have been through difficult times. But I feel like it really threw this guy, even if, you know, the original offense or whatever it is originated from him or her. I feel like it really threw them for quite some time. They were having quite a difficult time with it. I feel like in the month of December, I feel like there's communication, maybe a coming together if there's been some distance or separation between the two of you, and you are slowly but tentatively beginning to take a look at, okay, what we have invested in this relationship and partnership, and can we move forward? Do we want to move forward? And if so, how do we do that? And I feel like it's about having faith and pushing through this, which is a strong implication that Spirit would support your honestly coming together, honestly and sincerely learning and growing what you need to move forward together, or even separately. But it's about pushing through. Again, if this is a truly negative, toxic relationship, you can't stay in it. I understand you have to do what's best for you. But I feel like it's about pushing through and having faith that the path that you're on, if both of you are committed to, you know, this woman is emptying her pitchers out into the reservoir of water that she's in. She's completely devoting herself. She's not holding anything back. Because if she knows if she gives it all, she lives in perfect faith and harmony, that Spirit will give back to her when she needs it, and divine timing orchestration, even if she can't see it. It's a card of walking in faith and hope, even if you can't see a concrete evidential reason for doing so. That's why it's called walking in faith. And it's about pushing through this last hurdle. I feel like this has been a relationship or partnership which has gone on for some time, Libra. I feel like it's had some challenges, it's up and down times, and I feel like what you ran into was quite big and quite significant for both of you. But I feel like if you can decide to get past this, your relationship is going to bump up a new level. And I don't just mean in like engaging or moving in together or getting married or anything, but I mean in how you relate to each other, in your awareness and understanding of your own selves and of together in a relationship and moving forward in a truly beautiful way. The Seven of Swords, which can imply deception, slipperiness. It can also imply, you know, keeping your cards pretty close to your chest, and swords are about words and our ideas and communication too. And while this card can mean a lot of different things, I feel right here like it's about our words and speaking and communication. And this Five of Wands, which represents conflict, internal, external conflict, competitive energy, backbiting, petty stuff. It came out sideways like twice. I'm feeling quite strongly, and I feel that in your interactions with this person during the month of January, I feel, Gemini, be careful, because the Emperor would. He's very careful because he knows that everybody's listening to, like the president, everybody's listening to every word you say. And whether you like being in the fishbowl or not, you are this January, particularly with this other person. I feel like you need to be very careful about what you say. I feel like you need to make sure that what you say and everything you say is the truth, that you, if at all possible, don't, not hold back the truth, but I feel like you need to be careful about your communication. Be careful about, overthinking and over talking about the original thing that happened, but it's more about moving forward now. I feel like this has been hashed out and hashed out and hashed out already. I feel like if you're not careful in manifesting the energy of the Emperor, you're just going to get right back into this conflict again. And this conflict is circular. It doesn't end. Nobody's out to kill each other. They're practice weapons. But nobody's willing to give or take, to elevate, to compromise, to negotiate. They've probably forgotten what the thing that they started fighting about was about. It's just going around and around and around. And I feel like if you manifest the energy of this Emperor, even if the other person says something that you're just like, ugh, it's about manifesting this energy of the Emperor and hearing actually what they're saying behind it and being very careful with your words and communications, because you, I think, can have a significant effect on how the communication goes, whether this conflict is returned to or not, or moving forward in the future, whether that's together or apart. And I feel that very strongly. Just I'm going to pull some additional clarification or guidance cards just overall. Just 2 more cards from Spirit. What is this about? Who is this about? What do they need to know? Guidance and advice on how best to navigate this, other than the pretty good advice we've gotten from the Emperor. Soulmate card, love and romance, or best friends, or a karmic situation or partnership. Very close connected. Definitely lots of opportunity for growth here. And the Empress, which is about beginnings. It says that the time is right to plant seeds, to begin to slowly, carefully nurture those seeds so that they can grow into something different, beautiful, and end up giving back to you. Again, whether it's together or separate, it's going to vary for everybody. So Libra, that pretty much wraps up your January 2019 general reading. I hope that you found it helpful and useful. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal one-on-one reading with me, please email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be happy to work with you. I do love and romance, of course, relationship compatibility charting, reconciliation potential, career work and finance readings. I also do investment readings. And I do 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in all the main sectors of your life over a 6 or 12-month period of time, depending on how far ahead you want to look. And while people order them at all throughout the year, like with gift readings, they seem to be particularly popular between November and February, as we're transitioning out of one year and into a new one. People like to get a look ahead, particularly those of you that are into making resolutions and seeing what's ahead in the new year. So something else to think about. You can get a little more info and contact details by clicking on the description bar of any of the videos I post, or going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on the little About button. I will see you all in a couple of weeks, Libra, for the mid-month readings. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful beginning to this new year. Blessings, peace, and love to all of you, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.